The Secret Power of Emptiness. What if I told you that your spiritual roadblocks, the frustration, the seeking, the feeling of being stuck, aren't because you're missing something, but because you're too full? We spend our lives trying to add more knowledge, more techniques, more effort. But Chapter 4 of the Tao Te Ching reveals the opposite truth. Real transformation begins with emptiness. Today we're exploring one of the most profound yet often misunderstood chapters of the Tao Te Ching, Chapter 4, which reveals why emptiness is actually your greatest spiritual strength. Before we begin, if you're ready to unlock the spiritual treasures of the Tao Te Ching, join our community of seekers. Hit subscribe, tap the like button if this resonates with you, and share these timeless teachings with fellow travelers on the path. Your support helps keep the wisdom flowing. Let's begin by exploring the text of Chapter 4. The Tao is empty yet inexhaustible. Bottomless, the ancestor of all things. It blunts sharpness, unties knots, softens the glare, and merges with dust. Deep and clear, it seems to last forever. I do not know whose child it is. It is older than even God. Let's explore the depth of this chapter. 1. The Tao is empty yet inexhaustible, bottomless, the ancestor of all things. Laozi begins Chapter 4 with a paradox. The Tao is empty, yet it never runs dry. Imagine a vast sky. It holds everything, the sun, the clouds, the stars, yet remains open and boundless. Or picture a deep, ancient well. No matter how much water is drawn, its source remains endless and pure. The Tao is like this, infinite, inexhaustible, and always present. Now apply this to your own spiritual journey. Many seekers believe progress comes from accumulating knowledge, practices, or experiences, as if enlightenment were a destination to reach. But true wisdom doesn't come from adding more. It emerges when we empty ourselves. When we release identities, expectations, and rigid beliefs, we create space for something deeper to flow through us. Think of a musician playing a melody. The silence between the notes is just as essential as the sound. Without space there is only noise. The same is true for our minds. When we let go of striving, we open ourselves to something far greater than thought. We open to the direct experience of the Tao itself. Try this. The next time you meditate, don't seek a result. Forget technique, forget effort. Just sit, breathe, and allow yourself to become empty. Feel the quiet vastness within you. Let your awareness settle like a clear mountain lake reflecting the sky. Notice that even in stillness, there is a presence, an infinite, boundless fullness within the emptiness. This is the Tao. Not something you grasp, but something you experience. Not something you reach, but something that has always been here. Rest in that. 2. It blunts sharpness, unties knots. The Tao has a softening effect. It does not resist, yet it dissolves extremes. It does not struggle, yet it untangles the most complex knots. Imagine clenching your fist tightly. It requires effort, tension, and control. Now release it. Instantly there is relief, openness, flow. This is the nature of the Tao. Sharpness represents conflict. Externally, it appears as arguments, control, resistance to life. Internally, it manifests as harsh self-judgment, overthinking, emotional turmoil. But the Tao does not fight sharpness head-on. Instead, like a river smoothing jagged rocks over time, it wears away tension with effortless persistence. Consider how water carves through stone. It does not force its way through, it flows, yielding yet unstoppable. This is the way of the Tao, gentle yet powerful, soft yet transformative. Try this. Pause for a moment and reflect. Where am I holding on to sharpness? Are you clinging to a past wound? A rigid belief? A conflict that keeps replaying in your mind? Now take a slow breath in, and as you exhale, imagine that sharpness dissolving, softening like mist in the morning sun. Feel the space that opens within you. The Tao does not ask you to fight, only to let go and allow life to flow effortlessly through you. 3. Softens the glare and merges with dust. Glare represents the ego, the need to stand out, to be seen, to prove our worth. It is the brightness that dazzles but also blinds. The Tao, however, is like the soft glow of dawn. It illuminates without demanding attention. It moves through all things, unnoticed yet ever present, like the air we breathe or the warmth of the sun. To merge with dust is to embrace humility, to become one with the ordinary. Many seekers chase mystical experiences, hoping for grand revelations, but true wisdom is not found in dramatic moments. It is in the simple, unremarkable flow of life, washing dishes, walking, breathing, listening. The greatest sages do not announce their enlightenment. They simply embody it, moving through the world like dust settling quietly on the earth. Try this. For one day, let go of the need to be seen. Walk through life gently without seeking validation. Speak less, listen more. Move without trying to impress. Just be. Let yourself dissolve into the present moment, as effortless as dust floating in the air. And notice, without struggle, without striving, how peaceful and free life becomes. 4. Deep and clear, it seems to last forever. The Tao is like a still mountain lake, deep, reflective, and undisturbed by the passing winds. It does not rush, yet it is always present. It does not grasp, yet it holds all things. This is the nature of true clarity, not a fleeting insight, but a vast stillness that endures beyond time. When we align with the Tao, we stop reacting to every ripple on the surface. We no longer get caught in the noise of distractions, fleeting emotions, or the urgency of the world. Instead, we cultivate a presence that is vast, steady, and unshaken, like the depths of the ocean beneath the waves. Try this. Pause and ask yourself, where is my mind anchored? Do I get swept away by stress, opinions, or daily anxieties? Or can I return to something deeper? Next time you feel overwhelmed, imagine yourself as a tree rooted in the earth. No matter how strong the wind blows, its core remains still. Breathe deeply, feel the ground beneath you, and settle into that quiet depth within. True wisdom is not about controlling the world, it's about finding the stillness that is already within you. 5. I do not know whose child it is older than even God. Here, Laozi points to the profound mystery of the Tao. It has no beginning, no creator, it is beyond time itself, older than even the gods. Unlike many traditions that seek an ultimate authority, a divine figure with a name, the Tao is nameless, originless, beyond description. It is the source of all things yet claims no ownership. This challenges us to go beyond fixed ideas of divinity. If the Tao is beyond name and form, how can we grasp it? The answer is, we don't. The Tao is not something to be understood through intellect. It is something to be lived, breathed, and experienced directly. Try this. Rather than searching for truth in external authorities, turn inward. Let go of the need to define, control, or categorize life. Instead, relax into the flow of what is. When you trust life, when you stop resisting and start moving with effortless ease, you are already in harmony with the Tao. There is nothing to reach for, nothing to achieve. The Tao has always been here, older than concepts, older than belief, older than thought itself. Simply be and you will find it. Bringing it all together. Chapter 4 of the Tao Te Ching teaches us, emptiness is not a lack, but an opening, like the sky, vast and boundless. Let yourself be spacious and free. The Tao softens and dissolves rigidity, just as water smooths stone, surrender control and resistance. True wisdom is humble and unseen. Merge with the ordinary, let go of the need to stand out. Clarity comes from depth. Cultivate stillness within even as life moves around you. The Tao is beyond all definitions. It cannot be grasped with the mind, only lived and experienced directly. Final reflection. Close your eyes for a moment. Breathe in. Feel the space within you. Breathe out. Let go of needing to understand. Rest in this silence, this vastness, this presence. There is nothing to reach, nothing to hold, only the infinite flow of the Tao always here. If this video resonated with you, leave a comment below. How do you apply these principles in your life? And if you'd like to continue exploring the wisdom of the Tao Te Ching, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and may the Tao guide your journey.